The reason I'm here today at VINwiki was to pick up my new E55. So I did what I think every car guy's wanted to do, which is buy a car and don't even drive it. Send it directly to the mechanic for modification. So I'd always wanted to do that. Usually I have to save up enough money to buy the car and then save up enough money to mod the car. But I got lucky because this E55 showed up on Cars and Bids, no reserve, check engine light, 205,000 miles, and a whole host of other issues, both cosmetic and otherwise. So everyone was like, I've always wanted an E55. There's only a couple hundred in the wagon form with the M113K, but they're expensive now. I'd say the average one is in like the mid to high 30s. A real nice one will go into the 40s because people know how special and rare it is to have that supercharged M113K that's known for being bulletproof. So when the car came up, I was like, all right, I want a manual swap one, but spending 40 on the car, then another 20 on the swap, like that's a lot of cash to flow. But if I can get this one cheap, then I think this is the right donor car. And then I'll have Cameron and DC Motorworks do all the while you're in there's while we're in there. So it came down to the last minute. I was doing minimum increment bids of I think $100. There was one or two other bidders. My friends were all watching me saying, Nick, this is a terrible idea. I was on a tilt at that point too. I'd also bid on a B5 RS4 that same day. Needless to say, I ended up winning it. It was $17,750, which was, I was willing to go up to $20. So on that day in my head, I made an extra $2,250 of savings. And I said, all right, that'll cover the shipping. I'm sending it directly to Cameron because it was already on the East Coast. So it was easier to ship it to Atlanta and then to San Diego than to ship it to San Diego and then back to Atlanta. I did it. I just sent it. I didn't even want to drive it. I didn't want to look at it. Cameron got it first and he hit me up and said, hey, the car looks great. We're going to figure out the check engine light and do a full inspection before we get too carried away on your manual swap. But I started ordering parts. So send me a deposit for the parts. We'll get the parts going. Thankfully, I dodged a bullet. That check engine light that scared everyone away was a plug where they had the polarity reverse. So all you did is flip it and it fixed it just like that. The air suspension, which is another costly thing where each corner can be up to like $1,000 if you're replacing the struts and all that. I got lucky. That was just an accelerometer, like a sensor, and it was $200 or $300 and problem solved. So right out the gate, we were good. And then thankfully the guys at DC have done so many of these cars. They're like, yeah, we'll glue back together your sun visors. We'll fix a bunch of stuff. Super easy. So they knocked all that out and then did the manual swap in 2 weeks. And I was like, wow, that was a lot quicker than I thought. And thankfully, they didn't send me the invoice as quickly as they did the work. So it got me a little time to move some money around. But I then had a work trip come up and I said, all right, great. I'm going to stop by and we're going to drive it. And Cameron had his 4th anniversary party. And then I got to drive it for the first time. And it is magical. I am so pumped with it. The V8 supercharged, like the car is such a sleeper. It's in this dark flint gray metallic. You wouldn't know of anything. In the first drive, I line up next to a Camry. I look over at them. They look over at me. And then I just stomp on it. I spin the tires. The tires are a little old and a little thin and smoke some rubber. And that's with traction control on. Otherwise, it would have just kept burning. Today, I think we did another 200-ish miles through the North Georgia mountains and just ripping. I kind of smoked the brakes a little bit, but it is such a fun car. So Doug DeMuro on the podcast loves to tease me that I'm following his footsteps because he's had AMG wagons and now I got an AMG wagon and I like old Land Rovers, but he had old Land Rovers first. And I think it is total BS. It's sort of just him teasing me and me teasing him back. But I was actually chasing a B5 RS4 like I mentioned, but they are 80,000, 100,000. Even if you wanted to import from Japan, they're pretty expensive. And I thought, well, I've always wanted an AMG, but they've always been automatics, and I don't really want another automatic. I already have 5 automatic cars. I don't need a 6, I need a manual. And the other reason the AMG, and in particular this one, stood out to me is I have an SLR now, and I manual swapped my Mercy, and I loved it. And I have an SLR where the big detractor is the automatic transmission. So the thought process then became, all right, if I want to manual swap the SLR, what's the closest equivalent that I could build for a lot cheaper and make sure I like it? Because maybe the SLR is supposed to be an automatic, but the M113K is not the same motor as the SLR, but it's roughly a 5.5 liter supercharged V8. It's 500 horsepower versus 600, but like you're splitting hairs. You're like, this is close enough for a fraction of the cost. And I think having a manual wagon would be really cool. It's my first wagon too. So I feel like I checked a lot of boxes and now even like 12 hours later, I'm thinking, all right, do I swap the SLR? And then I got to drive a CLK 63 Black Series that's swapped, or do I just get a Black Series? I'm a total mess right now trying to figure out what to do. But the AMG wagon was really my guinea pig for the SLR to figure out, do I want to swap it? And now the answer is a resounding yes. Just do I have the chutzpah to go through with it on a $300,000 car? I got very lucky that this 200,000 mile E55 wasn't rattier, and there's receipts and all that. It doesn't need a ton cosmetically, but yeah, it is such a nice car that you're like, okay, now I think this car is actually a keeper. But then I wish I had started with a nicer keeper. The other car that I drove had half the mileage, twice the price, literally. Like it was 36, I think is what they wanted. So you do then wonder, okay, well then I'm going to be into it 50s or 60, and you got to think, all right, is it a $60,000 driving experience, a $40,000 driving experience, a $20,000? So in some ways I do wish it were nicer, but thankfully it's got pretty good bones. I got to redo the seats, couple paint things. I think I'll still be in it like 40 all said and done, and I feel like for that number it's going to be just like a car I can drive like really aggressively and not have any like, oh, I got to keep it nice and I got to keep it perfect and be too gentle with it. Like it can be a good daily. So in this case, yes. In other cases, I've had that regret. I've learned that lesson somewhat. I'm like you, I can't turn away a good deal.
We love Lemon Squad because they can have a certified inspector out to look at a car that you're considering buying within 1 to 3 days. It's the most powerful way to be the shrewdest negotiator possible in a used car transaction. But sometimes even that isn't quick enough, and sometimes you're pressured by a dealership staff or a salesperson into making a decision on the spot. So they have launched the perfect solution for this, Lemon Squad Live. It allows you in less than 2 minutes to set up a video call with one of their certified inspectors at the car you're looking at, so they can help you walk through what to look for and what to walk away from. It's the best way to avoid these high pressure, difficult situations where a used car can be a lot to take in and you want to make the best buying decision possible. Using one of their certified inspectors can help you figure out if the paint doesn't match and what to look at for consumable items like brakes, tires, and things like that. How to check the fluids, how to check the functionality of the infotainment. Anything that you need to look around a car to be the most qualified and researched buyer possible. Lemon Squad Live is here to help, so check them out now at the link in the description below or by using the QR code on your screen.